how do we start to exercise our LLC to buy assets one day without selling? What's a safe amount of money to start buying storage and condos for cash flow? Storage and condos are two very different things. Both of those you would want to fund subsidiary LLCs or use your holding company as the management company and form separate LLCs that owned those assets. When you did purchase them, you can finance them. If you haven't ever read, I don't know that I'll ever do business with Grant Cardone, but he does know his stuff when it comes to real estate. Check this book out. It gives you a lot of the terms and information and frameworks around the different math that goes along with acquiring different types of properties. He primarily talks about multifamily in that book and why he needs 32 to 34 doors so that there's a management company that will run it and he didn't have to be the one doing the day-to-day on it. Same thing goes for condos and storage, right? So depending on what scale you're trying to play on, those are very different dollar values, right? So I would find somebody that has been successful in either one of those endeavors and try to learn from them, participate in a fund that they manage and have done well with in the past. If you want it to be passive, if you want to be more active in your management of that type of stuff, just know you're going to run into some potholes if you don't find good mentors to be able to help you with it. We've had people come in the mastermind and talk about both of those different types of investments and the best practices around them and the math and what makes sense and what doesn't. So if you want to join the mastermind, if you're part of the mastermind, I'd encourage you to go back and listen to those talks that we've had there from professionals that we've brought into the group to have that exact conversation on, the framework they use to invest in those types of things. And again, from your LLC, you basically borrow the money. You would then fund the new LLC with that. You could set up your LLC as the management company, or you can set it up as the owner. Depends on, how much liability these investments are going to have for you, and the potential lawsuits or issues that you could have with them. If you want to segregate yourself completely, just set up the management company. Anyway, I would work with an estate planner. I would work with somebody that's seasoned, that's been doing that for a long time. And again, they're going to give you best practices on what to do. But there's a bunch of different ways you could skin that cat. Hopefully you've got a lot of money, in digital assets that you're able to then leverage or parlay into those opportunities. And I know I didn't really give you much there on specifics. That's also because it's not my game. I focus on digital assets, and that's what I do every single day. And I partner with people that are a lot smarter than me when we go outside the scope of my understanding. And I would encourage people